Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the official recap of the Vspn Invitational Tournament 2. 2 nights of high-impact action, championship gold on the line, and a tournament featuring some of the best virtual wrestling has to offer. I'm Kaylee, and we're diving straight into the action. We kicked things off in a big way as Orlando Silva defended his AVW Intercontinental Championship against Kaiser Day Moore, also known as KDM. A former multi-division champion in his own right, going up against a current champion with 3 defenses under his belt. These two put on an absolute clinic, back and forth, counter for counter, neither man giving an inch. But in the end, Kaiser found an opening, capitalized, and walked out as the new all-virtual wrestling Intercontinental Champion. With championship action setting the tone, we rolled right into the first round of the Vspn Invitational Tournament. Let's break it down. The Cowboy, Mike Hughes, versus the wildcard winner, the Scottish Bastard, Angus McFife. The Monster Spike versus Brighton Banks, James Archer versus Charlie Hubley. The Playboy Kent Ramos versus the Vindicator Sean Knight. Buck Naked versus the Boss David Ross. Austin Graves versus Ryan Knuckles. Jason Money Moreno versus the Mad King Wave. Nate the Diamond Davis versus Jacoby Trigg. Mike Hughes took on Angus McFife in a hard-hitting battle, but Hughes came out on top. Spike faced Brighton Banks and secured a decisive victory. Charlie Hubley outlasted James Archer to advance to the next round. Sean Knight fought through Kent Ramos and took the win. David Ross clashed with Buck Naked in a brutal contest, but Ross emerged victorious. Austin Graves took on Ryan Knuckles, and after an intense fight, Graves got the W. Jason Moreno squared off against Wave, but Wave took the win to move on. Jacoby Trigg faced Nate Davis in a heated battle, with Trigg standing tall at the end. And with that, our quarter-final bracket was set. To close out Night 1, we saw the Beast take on Anthony Sanchez for the Vspn Cruiserweight Championship. A matchup the fans have been asking for, and these guys didn't disappoint, shot for shot, blow for blow, near fall after near fall. Both of these guys, as the kids would say, we're cooking. Sanchez put up one hell of a fight, but in the end, it was the Beast who stood tall, capturing the title and ending Night 1 on a high note. Night 2 wasted no time getting into the action, kicking off with the quarterfinals of the Vspn Invitational. The Cowboy Mike Hughes versus Jacoby Trigg. The Mad King Wave versus the Monster Spike. Charlie Hubley versus Austin Graves. The Boss David Ross versus the Vindicator Sean Knight. Jacoby Trigg defeated Mike Hughes. Spike took down Wave in a fast-paced match. Austin Graves overcame Charlie Hubley. Sean Knight battled David Ross and secured the win. 4 competitors left. Who would survive the semi-finals? Next up, the Steel City Showdown. Women's North American Championship was on the line as Val Diablo defended against Selena Majors. To say the challenger Selena Majors showed up to fight would be a complete understatement. Majors was dominant early on, controlling much of the match, but the champion pulled through, retaining her title in a hard-fought battle. This marked the second time an SCS title has been defended under the VSPN banner. Now we were down to 4, 2 matches, 2 winners, 1 final showdown ahead. Jacoby Trigg versus Austin Graves. The Vindicator, Sean Knight versus the Monster Spike. Jacoby Trigg faced Austin Graves in a war, with Trigg pulling off the victory. Spike took on Sean Knight in a brutal encounter, and it was Spike who advanced to the finals. That set up an explosive main event, Jacoby Trigg versus Spike in a ladder match for the VSPN Invitational Championship. Before we got to the finals, it was time for some grudge-fueled action. Former friends turned bitter rivals, Rio De Niro and Leon Cruz battled for the AVW World Television Championship. Rio De Niro would take the fight to the champion, all gas, no brakes. But the question was, could the champion take the damage? And the question was answered sooner than later, as the champ took control of match during the later half. Cruz held strong in the early stages, but De Niro played the mental game, breaking through and capturing the championship. Then, 3 world champions clashed in a match with nothing but pride on the line. All Virtual Wrestling's Wham, East Coast Pro Wrestling's JP Sims, and Steel City Showdown's Sean the Best Bishop faced off in a wild showdown. In the end, it was Wham who walked away with bragging rights. And now, the moment everyone was waiting for. The VSPN Invitational Championship hanging high above the ring. Jacoby Trigg, Spike, a ladder standing between them and history. Both men gave it everything they had, using their power against each other, trading brutal shots and scaling the ladder in a dramatic finale. As they reached the top, the crowd held their breath. And that's where we leave you. One final image to close out the second ever VSPN Invitational Tournament. that's a wrap on an unforgettable two-night event. New champions crowned, legends made, and history written. This has been Kaylee bringing you all the action. Until next time, keep watching VSPN.